Hey, welcome to another episode. And I'm joined by the homies, Magic Mike
Yo,
and
what's up?
Katlejo. What's happening, dog? You're making your debut, dog, on the channel. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. This team is starting to win, so hey, it's a good time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Hopefully your debut is as sick as Marcus Rashford's. I'm not sure if you remember the two goals he scored against Arsenal. And
Now I
that,
remember, dog.
yeah.
I know Old Trafford has never been a happy hunting ground, dog. Ish.
Yeah. I let's start off with Blue Magic, Mike. Since the theme is blue, I'm not sure if you guys can see your team, our world champions, Mike. How you feeling, bro?
Dude, I'm ecstatic to a certain extent.
Yeah,
But then at the exact same time, we should be beating the likes of Palomers.
hey,
Palmeiras, dog. Get it right.
Palmeiras doesn't
Put
even
some
care
respect.
about the
Fit.
reputation, bro.
Uh,
They just some small yana team, man.
no, yeah, it's not good. It's just some small in the team. It's just like considering the amount of investment we have in our squad, we should be beating the likes of them. So yeah, I'm ecstatic that we actually got it over the line. King
Yeah,
Kai did his thing,
yeah.
BMT.
King Kai.
King Kai, wow. King,
Boy.
You know,
You know
yeah,
what? You know what? Modern football, I hate it, dog. People are
dude.
called legends. People are called King Kai.
Yes,
Like, I
I
let's show
real
some
talk.
respect, dog.
I fully agree with you, Ken, bro.
no, Joe, you got the job done. If
Yeah,
sadly, I wasn't able to watch the game. I was out. But yeah, look, I'm glad we actually got it over the line. The performance wasn't so great. There's a lot to work on with respect to that. Even the starting lineup was whack
yeah,
initially. Ziyech has been our best performer. We're starting Mount.
But Mount
Lukaku
Julius,
to a
dog.
certain extent. Yeah, Lukaku has been ineffective, Joe. Okay,
yeah.
yes, sharp. He scored in the final, but nah, I'm fit to.
Look at Sihle, bro. Sihle is like Big Rom also pulled through. Yeah, man.
I'm
But now, Mike,
nah, dude. I think
regarding the benching of ZH, dog, don't you think in a final you should play your strongest team, and does ZH form part of your strongest 11?
yeah. Currently, based on form, he does. Look.
He
How do
scored like one
you?
goal.
No, he's been playing well, dude. If you've been watching the games, fit too, he's been playing well. He's been the most creative player we have since the start of the year.
Start of the year.
Yeah, it's been 2 months, so Castro, he is kind of. I can't. I'm leaning
He,
towards Mike. Yeah, we normally don't agree, but I mean, even against Tottenham, bro, like that performance by Ziyech, it was incredible.
But
Yeah.
I'm like, don't forget, my younger brother watches Chelsea holistically, dog. So I'm always here, bro. I see everything, so I know who's hot, who's not the Chelsea.
Yeah.
no, but Vetu, out of the forward
Yeah.
line in Vetu, he has been the hottest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your forward line is not hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
At
it's easy to
all.
stand out right now. But I hear what you're saying, dog.
How
Yeah.
Vetu? You asked me about the strongest starting 11 in Vetu. He is part of the strongest starting 11 in Vetu, based on form.
Okay,
You know
based
what
on
I
form.
mean?
I hear you. Bro.
Ah, no, no,
It's
no,
like
no.
saying,
Yeah.
like, like the only person that doesn't deserve to start based on form is Lukaku. But that's just due to the price tag.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
And you guys also splurged on that man. And like, hey,
Gosh, dog.
but hey, Sxizie, guys. Let me just quickly share my screen, Nev. Just please bear with me. I just wanna share a picture with you guys. And let me just it's almost here. And yeah, Mike, I see Peter Simang is there, bro. John Terry, Ngolo Kante, like are you guys making room for him there at the bridge? For homie to go through. Maybe be a young assistant or even take over Tuchel since when you're not really feeling Tuchel as much of late.
I'm funny. Let's be realistic, bruh. Dude, what are the chances of a black man managing a team in Europe, Joe?
Very
The
true.
only one
Very,
currently is
yeah,
Patrick Vieira.
yeah,
You know what I
that
mean?
is
And I
true.
think we had this discussion. You were the one even pointing out the other day that
Yeah,
it's being white, it's a privilege to a certain extent. You know what I mean? I mean, Oli didn't have much experience, but he got an opportunity. The
yeah,
likes of Wayne Rooney, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, you know,
yeah.
okay, Arteta, exact same thing. In fact, yes, he
Yeah,
was tutored under Guardiola, but let's be realistic. In fact, too. Like how many people of color actually have gotten the chance to actually shine on the managerial seat? In fact,
yeah. I know there's a few, bro, few and far in between. And yeah, there you've hit the nail on the head. We've had this discussion before, and on countless occasions as well, where we just spoke on the opportunities. Even Les Ferdinand. I'm not sure if you guys saw on Sky Sports. He not Sky, yeah, it was on Sky Sports. There's an article of his, and he basically just mentioned on how tough it is, if you're a person of color to even land a role in championship not let alone Premier League, just becomes very, very tough. But it's also good. It's just on my end, it was good seeing people with the likes of your Kantes, your manager as well, also gave him dab. I mean, Mans has how many caps now? I mean, he won a bronze medal, right? With
Yeah,
Al Ahly, which is an achievement. That's back to back. I mean, for me, there really aren't many managers that have accomplished what he has accomplished. And as
yeah,
a
hundred
South African,
percent.
I'm so proud to see him there, also putting on the flag, and as well, he put it on the correct way with the red on top, because you do find these guys at the Olympic Games, holding it upside down. They don't really understand as to how to hold the flag. But yeah, man, let's move on to other interesting topics. Enough about Chelsea. I mean, Club World Cup is dope, but Cash, has your club won the Club World Cup?
We haven't even won Champions League, dog. Like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's tough, boy. It's
I thought
tough,
maybe
dog.
you guys have at least won a Club World Cup. What was it called back then? Intercontinental? What?
Those things don't count, dog. Like, honestly, like I
Yeah,
only count the new format, dog. It's not
yeah,
UEFA, dog. I don't count it. There's
yeah.
some cup winners cup thing, dog, but I don't bring that up in chats, dog, because I don't even know what that is. Also,
Yeah. But did you see how Lukaku was biting on his medal, bro? Like, I think that's he couldn't believe, him being in such a stage because of, I mean, he hasn't yet won like anything of significance as yet.
yeah.
But no, Serie A is significant actually.
But
Yeah,
it's also that thing, dog. Like, it's your first season at a new club. And ten that silverweight, dog. It like lowers at least, that pressure to deliver something, dog. Even though, like, obviously he wasn't like the main character in getting them there, but at least it's something to say. Okay, cool. Maybe my first season was a flop, but look, we got the
yeah,
Club World Cup. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
yeah,
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, not
And
this
then,
one.
and then who's Patrice now? Yeah,
It's my younger
yeah.
brother.
Oh, it's my brother. Hey. How old is he? If you don't mind me asking.
Nah, he's 25. I hate
Oh,
that man.
I don't know. He's within our cohorts. I mean, the age gap is not that significant
Yeah,
between
yeah, yeah.
us and
Nah,
him.
definitely,
You
dog.
know.
So,
But
hey,
let's be honest, Kat. I'm a United supporter. I'm nowhere near. I don't even think I'm gonna win anything in a long time. Like,
yeah,
as a United spectator, like I've accepted it. In varsity, remember we used to have these debates where we're going at one another. We'd always leave Mike on the corner because this club is doing well, so we wouldn't
yeah,
involve Mike in it. But like it is what it is, bro. Like Chelsea have been killing it. They've been winning major silverware. Mike even is already complaining about Tuchel already. A guy who's just won the Champions League, which is incredible for me. you know. But speaking of our teams, Castro, yeah, just
Yeah.
want to switch up the topic a bit. Tottenham and United blew an opportunity to, of course, open up a gap for top four. When do you think your team will make the top four? Since my club and Tottenham are serious about life.
Um, Surprisingly, I honestly think Arsenal will, not based on their own efforts, but because of other clubs' failures.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal will make top four. West Ham messed up yesterday.
Ish.
Man United, yo, dog,
Hey.
yo, when you could, dog, we could write a book on Man United, dog. Tottenham, I mean, look,
Ish.
I feel like they've got the right manager to push them forward, but it's not going to happen this season. Um, Leicester, like I don't even know where to tell you like where Leicester's problems begin because I don't understand. Every time I come back from wherever and I see Leicester have lost or Leicester have drew, I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
I'd assume that they're the most stable because the team has been the same for quite some time. They try and
Yeah.
put in a few changes here and there, but yeah, it's not working. So I think just based on other teams' failures, I think Arsenal will make top four unless Partey gets injured.
You forgot one team, bro. Wolves. Wolves, man.
Nah,
Wolves have the best defensive record in
Nah,
the Premier
don't
League,
tell me,
guy.
don't tell me about Wolves, dog. Like I see them, dog. I see their form. I see what they're trying to do, but
Yeah.
they're not gonna make it, dog. They're
Yeah.
not gonna make it because they don't have winners in their team, dog. Like they don't have the characters to get them to that level, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like they must focus on Europa League, Conference League. If they can manage those positions, dog, good enough, dog. That'll be a success. But I
Yeah.
think Champions League is a bit of a stretch for them, man. Like I think they're gonna come up short. Hopefully, the Man Cities and Liverpools and Chelsea's do us a favor with those guys.
Yeah.
Let's say the teams that are going for that fourth spot, dog. A team
Yeah.
that either beats Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool will grab number four, dog. Because it's gonna come down to that, I promise you.
It don't come down to us, like maybe head to head when United. I mean,
nah.
I feel like,
I think it would actually come head to head because I mean, think about
yeah,
it. When you guys play each other, it's a 6 pointer.
yeah, it is, it
Dog,
is, it is.
I can tell you comfortably that Man United's gonna pick up 6 points from Arsenal, and Arsenal's gonna finish above Man United, dog. Because Man United, they show up for the big games, even though like they do get beaten hard, okay, by Liverpool and City and all that. They do show up though, but then they come against small teams. Like I don't know what happens, dog. When I'm expecting a Man United win, dog, like it just flops. You know,
Yeah.
like there's so many holes at the back, dog. Like Dalo is he a better defender than Wan Bissaka? I
Ah,
doubt
he
it.
is. Ah, come on.
He's not defensively. Wan Bissaka, though, one on one, it's very hard
Yeah,
to beat that guy,
but it's
dog.
a team sport, dog. At the end of the day, bro. You know,
True. And then
that's
there's
what you're supposed to
Maguire.
do.
Maguire was highly rated. Like I felt him when he was at Hull. I felt him when he was at Leicester. And then he got to Man United. I don't know what happened. Maybe the armband is too heavy for him, dog. So defensively, like they're not nice with it, dog. The moment the starts winning man of the matches, I know something's wrong at Man United. Dog.
Yeah,
It takes me back to those seasons where the hair was player of the season. How
yeah,
is your goalkeeper player of the season? That means you're not protecting him, dog. Like, so
yeah,
it's one of
man.
those. But yeah, man, Arsenal will definitely, with the team that we have right now, I think we'll just make it over the finish line for top four, unless there's like an injury to someone like Thomas Partey, because he's irreplaceable. I've seen Arsenal play without Partey, and then they put in Lokonga. He's 21. He doesn't really do much back passes, side passes. He's not really much of a forward passing guy. So when he's in the team, like, hey, dog, like, yo, I think he's caused the most goals from loss of possession when it comes to him in terms of like all our midfielders. So hey, when he's in, dog, hey, I'm expecting a party, dog.
Yeah, yeah. But at least with your team now, since Stan Kroenke has won like serious silverware, I'm not sure if you guys saw this morning, but the LA Rams won the Super Bowl. You know, it's the first time in a long time for them winning. And of course, your owner, Stan Kroenke, is also the owner of the LA Rams. You know, do you think now he's gonna start splurging in your team? You know, since he's gotten that ring. You know,
Nah, man. I think for me, I think he looked at Arsenal from like more more as like a financial investment. Like he saw the money that's being made in the Prem, and I think he just came for that. Like he's not really here to win titles. Like for me, a club that succeeds, dog, ambition comes from the top, dog, and you've seen it with Chelsea, dog. How many managers have they had? You know, how many players have they had, dog? But they stay winning because that winning culture, it comes from the top, dog. Abramovich doesn't play games. If you are losing, dog, if you lose like 3, 4 games in a row, dog, like you're gone, bro. Like he doesn't care who
Yeah.
you are, dog. He doesn't care how many Champions Leagues you've won. You are out, dog. That man tossed Mourinho to the side, dog. Look at what Mourinho done in Man United, you know. So I think with him, I mean, even with his managerial appointment of Arteta, an assistant coach, like this guy has never managed in his life, dog. I mean, I could be an assistant coach to Pep, dog. You know what I'm saying? I can just chill there, dog. Pep's a genius, bro. He can make anything happen. You know, people have come and gone. Man City stays winning because Pep is the constant. So for a club like Arsenal, dog, to pick an assistant coach, dog, I feel like that is disrespectful. Dog. Whereas guys like Henry have, been to the Monacos, they've coached in America, whatever. Vieira's gone and done the same, to actually build that managerial experience to take up a club in the Premier League. And even then, he's taken up Crystal Palace. Look at what he's done at Palace. You know what I'm saying? So, I think structurally, Arsenal from top to Ateta, like it's all wrong, dog. Like
Yeah.
it's all wrong. I don't know who these guys are. Dog. Okay, I know who they are, but nah, man. In football, to hell with these guys, dog.
Yeah.
Stan
And
Kroenke. Stan Kroenke.
yeah.
That's the guy that's going to deliver me the Champions League. Aye. He's not the guy. Dog. He must sell. Dog.
Really.
Nah, I don't think
Yeah.
he's ever gonna sell. Eh?
He won't. There's too much money in the Prem. Dog.
Yeah, and another thing is as well, you've just broken down to us like where Arsenal are getting it wrong. With Man United, we've got the funds, but we seem to not be spending them correctly, bro. We're that type of guy, those guys who buy expensive labels, bro, but the outfit looks offside. Like, you've got that Versace headband, Ikotani. Essentially, that's pretty much how I feel about my club as well. It's just from a planning standpoint, we're just not good at using what we have. We have a lot of it, we have a plethora of it. We've got a lot of finances, and I just don't know where we are getting it wrong right now. I mean, even with the players that we have, our wage bill is just terrible. I think we've got the worst wage bill after Barcelona's. I mean,
Yeah.
first is
I,
Barca, then it comes to us. Bro. It's just
I
with
think
us.
with Yeah. I
Yeah,
think with that just comes like to a lot of managerial changes, though. Like with every manager, like they come with a vision, though. Like imagine at City they have Pep, and then a guy like Mourinho comes in after who's a more defensive coach. You know what I'm saying? So now the value that Pep sees in Foden, Mourinho won't see it in him. He's going to see him as a defensive liability. You know what I'm saying? So as much as people are like bantering Oli and all of that, I wouldn't have sold him because, you know, he was bringing in the players that he wanted and he was just trying to build something. I think the only issue came when he actually signed Ronaldo. Because obviously when a guy like Ronaldo comes in, he has to play regardless of his form, regardless of, how it changes the dynamic of the team and stuff. But you're talking about Man United that finished, what was it, second? Was it 2 seasons ago when the COVID thing happened?
yeah.
Or was it
Right.
last
We
season?
came. I think we finished third that season. This last season where we finished second. We're
That
ahead
was
of
last season, I
Liverpool.
think.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
ahead of Liverpool
Oh
only
yeah,
because of
because Liverpool had all the
injuries.
injuries. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. So just
only
last
because
season, you guys finished second. You know what I'm saying? So there is direction, and you guys were looking for a right winger, and then you went and signed Jadon Sancho. So that was coming along. You know what I'm saying? So the vision for me, it was clear. Like, okay, cool. You've gone and signed Varane, who you guys needed a partner for Maguire. So Oli was doing the right things, though. The signings were happening. It's just that things weren't coming together, dog. And now because the team is what it is, like, yo, man, we have Ronaldo, we have Jadon Sancho, we have Rafael Varane. Now the pressure's on Oli, like, hey, dude, this guy doesn't know what to do. Let's sack him. Okay, cool. You've gone and sacked him. So now I'm expecting you guys to, show up with a bigger name that can actually handle these personalities. Who do you guys go and sign? Aye,
right.
aye, aye. Who is this man, dog?
Aye, man,
Guess you.
aye.
I for one don't rate right.
Ralph built lips us, though. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Who's this man?
Mike, you
How,
and Muja told me the story, dog, that they both like so. Every time I've watched the game, ever since you guys watched Man United play, ever since you guys told me that nonsense, dog, I've not been impressed, dog. It's one thing to work with kids. It's another
yeah.
thing to work with these big players, dog, these big personalities. Because a guy like Ronaldo is first going to look at you. Like, Ronaldo would listen to Mourinho. But now there's this Rednick. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I hear you go to developing kids and stuff. But it's the same thing that happened that thing at Chelsea, dog. Lampard is now dealing with big personality with Thiago Silva and all of that. Lampard did well with the academy players, and things are working well. You could see Lampard in his games in the FA Cup where he plays lighties. Things are working out, dog. Now, when the big boys need to come in, dog, it's awkward, dog. It wasn't working. Rednick is not that guy, dog. Who can manage these guys? Look at Poch at PSG, struggling also. Because who are you?
Yeah, no, that's true.
No,
That's
but I
true.
mean, at the end of the day, I mean, Ralph suits the type of style that United want to end up playing at the end of the day. It's going to take
Yeah,
time, nonetheless, but eventually there's going to be progress to the style of play they want to play. Hypothetically speaking, if they went and signed content, they would have become a defensive team, counter-attack. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's essential to sign a coach that actually plays your type of football.
yeah. I
Or,
don't. Can I
or the
add?
football that you aspire. I mean, look at Arsenal, too. You can tell me, Betu, yes, you guys basically you took Arsene Wenger for granted in front, but he had these guys playing the best football.
Yeah,
An old
100%.
man in Betu, you can sit and watch an Arsenal game and enjoy it.
And that's what I've missed,
You
dog.
know what I mean? So
yeah.
yes, I mean he came in, he started off, it's a bit slow, but I mean now he's still probably finding his foot, he's implementing his system, it takes time. He didn't have a preseason, you know. Um these things take time, Joe, and obviously, like I don't personally, I don't even agree with these midfield combination. You know, I think that's where it starts. Abel Maguire have no right starting based on form.
That's
You
true.
know what I
He
mean?
has no right being our captain, bro. I don't get how he even became our captain, bro. He doesn't have that thing. He doesn't. He's not a leader. Maguire is not a leader, guys. Like real talk, he really isn't. And so I'm surprised why he's even wearing that armband. And as well, his peers don't even rate it, bro. I doubt a Paul Pogba rates Maguire, bro. Like, what
Yeah.
are you gonna tell me, dog? Like, really, at the same time, your captain needs to be someone who the dressing room respects. And I doubt that people respect Maguire. I've seen Rashford throw his hand at him, going, "Hey, bruh, leave me alone, bruh. Get out of here." I've seen that before, and it just shows you, my G. It's that, bro. And at the same time, Mike, I agree with you, Reinik. He's here to implement the style, but for me, his best role should be at the top, not at the dugout. That's
Yeah.
where he's meant to be, not at the dugout. You see, currently we are a first half team. We create a shitload of chances in the first half. We hit the crossbar. VAR as well keeps chowing us. Not sure if you guys saw against Burnley where who's this guy? Moran scored, and I don't know how that was chalked off offside. For me, I was a bit mystified as to how that happened. But we move on. We created a lot of chances in the first half. We weren't clinical enough, and then in the second half, Burnley was like, this is our opportunity. They put that guy who's an NBA player, the new number 9, the guy who's like 6'6", who is meant to be playing as a fucking small forward for the Lakers. They signed him, and he's the one who actually caused a lot of troubles for Maguire. And then in the second half, when we conceded, we just died out. Same thing with Southampton. First half, we were oozing. Second half, we died out. We're like a disparate tablet, bro. We first come with the heat, and then we just fizzle out eventually. And so
But
right
don't you
now,
think
sorry,
don't you think that also comes down to leadership, though? Because
yeah.
I mean, you saw that. I'm sure you saw that thing. I think there was another interview where he's like, you try to speak to the youngsters and they won't listen. Whereas when he came, there were guys like this and that and that. So I see it's a huge issue, and I see that like my club, I see it at your club also. Whereas at Chelsea, like there's always been that stability of that senior player who is a winner, and at Man City also, it's like, yo, this is the culture of the club. This is how we do things here. Whereas you look at a Man United, dog, like who is that guy? Like Ronaldo just came this season, but he's the most senior player. He's the one that has to say like, yo, this is how things are done at Man United. Yes, cool, mate. granted, he's been there. Ronaldo was there before, but now he's coming into a whole new team, and even then, he's coming to a team that has no leaders. Dog. Like, who's the winning guy? Who's the guy that you turn to? Who's the guy that the youngsters turn to? You know, when times are rough. Like, yo, man, like, what am I supposed to do? Da, da, da. Like, it's not Pogba because obviously he's always injured. Who's been there for the longest time? Can't beat De Gea.
Gea, bro.
But like,
De Gea has even won the league, bro. De Gea, Phil
100%.
Jones are the last two guys in
You
our
see what I
squad
mean?
that actually won
And that's
the
the goalkeeper can't be the one, setting the trend like, yo, this is how we do things. It has to be a guy that's like within, dog. Like at
yeah.
Man City, it was David Silva. Silva's gone. Now it's like Fernandinho, like it has to be a guy that's within the playing field, though. Like, yo, this is how we do things, dog. We grind, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's the same issue at Arsenal. Like, we don't have that guy, dog. You know what I'm saying? I think our most senior player that's starting right now is probably Xhaka. And he's always not available because he's got red cards and stuff, dog. You know what I'm saying? Whereas at Chelsea, like, there's always been that reference book. Your Cesar Spilicueta, who's been there since 2012, 2011. You know what I'm saying? Like, he played with the Lampards and all that. Like, dude, this is how we do things here. You know what I'm saying? Like, here we cry. You need someone that's in the field that can tell you, like, yo, this is how we do things. Now Arsenal field, there's nobody.
Yeah.
If anything, our most senior player is Saka. Dog, Saka plays and speaks like someone that's been there for 10 years, dog, like from looking at the entire team.
But do you think he's a future captain in the making if he stays?
You know what I'm saying? But like when things are rough, dog, at Arsenal, dog, you see Saka's the one trying to, do the most, dog. I'm just like, yo, dog, yeah. The whole 19, 20-year-old, dog. Yeah, man. People got to do better in that team, dog. There's no way.
Yeah.
Dog.
And then you guys sold Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, bro. Like, because right now, when I look at your team from an offensive standpoint, bro, like where I feel like the goals are quite the issue because you even saw against Wolves, you guys scored a corner, right? That was Gabriel, right? And then going forward for me is where you pretty much like a Chelsea. It's just that with Chelsea, they've got like guys, midfielders like King Kai, as Mike mentioned, who can actually score. And of course, they're also very compact in defense. They've got Rudiger, who all of a sudden is just he's just a Rolls Royce defender at this present moment. But like, aren't you worried about your attack at this present moment?
I'm very worried about my attack, though. That's why, like, whenever I find out like Arsenal's playing at 1 o'clock, dog, I tell my hand like, yo, our date is at 1, dog. We're going out. We're going out. I ain't watching this. I ain't watching this.
You look at the lineup first, and fan.
Look at the lineup like, first. Let's go out. Like, you shouldn't have sold Obama.
I ain't staying for this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Obama had he's had like a bad month or so, dog. But he carried us, dog, for seasons, my boy. Like, he scores. And it's just that, like, his personality, it rubs managers up the wrong way. But it's been like that at Dortmund, and it's happened again at Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about managing the personality, dog. So now, Arteta obviously comes from the school of Pep. When someone has a big personality, for a guy like Pep at Barcelona, he was able to sell Zlatan because there's Messi there. You know what I'm saying? At Man City, it's easy to get rid of a guy like Yaya Toure. Because it's Kevin De Bruyne there, dog. Now you're coming with that mentality to Arsenal. You're getting rid of Aubameyang to play who? Lacazette, dog. Like, he's not thinking now, dog. Like, honestly, like, you can't just watch Pep and like, I'm gonna do what this guy's doing. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna produce the same results. No, first look at your squad and see, do I really need this guy, dog? And
but he meant it's gonna give chance to Abo Martinelli, Joe.
Mike.
Mike is enjoying this conversation. Like,
we're chasing top 4 here, dog. We're talking about giving people chances.
It gives chances. It gives chances. I mean, Saka would have never been the player he is currently if he wasn't given the chance to.
True, but
Arteta did bring him through, Joe.
No, that was Unai Emery, but it's fine. Let's
Yeah,
keep
it's
it
Unai,
moving.
bro. Mike.
It's Unai, dog. Look, I'm talking about that hate on Futu. You don't tell me about my club. But yeah,
But
man,
I
like
mean,
honestly,
he's giving chances, Joe. I mean, even Smith Rowe, exact
but don't
same
forget, dog.
thing.
Martinelli only started playing because there's an injury crisis, dog.
Hmm.
Aubameyang got injured, and that's when Martinelli came in. There was a time when Martinelli wasn't playing for the longest time, and people were like, "Wow, Papa Teta, what's going on? Futu? This man
Yeah.
is fit. Why is Martinelli not playing?" Ah, dog, Mike Futu. I watch Futu. I see that team, dog. I check everything for it. Like, there's no ways that Martinelli also got lucky to play because obviously everything happened to Aubameyang, and that's happening. And obviously, Pepe is falling out of favor, which I also don't understand because Pepe was doing very well dog in the FCON, and I'm just like, so this man can't replicate what he's doing in the FCON in the Prem dog. He's not giving chances. I don't understand that. Why Aubameyang has been played wing? I don't understand that either, dog. So I Joe, like there's very few goals. Like I'm not surprised when Arsenal score a header and yeah, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
is
So
it like
there's
a
a
bit
question
Lozanda
here.
is bouncing.
Yeah. Let's like
I my man is bouncing, dog. I hear thing Olympic Lyon's trying to like get a big money deal for him.
yeah.
So yeah, but I don't blame him, dog. I mean, Lacazette was highly rated before he moved to Arsenal, and even when he
Yeah.
came to Arsenal, like he started off okay,
Yeah.
but I dog. The
Just
Emery years, the Arteta years, I've been terrible. Dog.
hey, I know it's been there. I know. I hear you. Especially with Lacazette, he's just declined. You know, when you guys signed him, I was like, yo, you guys have signed the baller because
Dog.
you know, Mike knows, bro. I'm a French. Like I support the French, like in all positions, especially in the CDM role. Like I feel like the best CDMs in J. If you're looking for a quality CDM, just go to France and you'll get a Rolls Royce CDM for dead cheap. This thing of us wanting to sign Abu Declan Rice for 100 million, I don't understand. Where they are, there's this gang CDMs in the French league that
That
can come.
British tax, dog.
Yeah, exactly. Bro. That means
Some
let's
pounds, some fun.
yeah, but it's high time that we start avoiding that tax, bro, and just go elsewhere and just get midfielders from other leagues that can come in and play in the Prem. Leicester have been doing that for the longest time, you know, with Riyad Mahrez, N'Golo Kante, you know, like those two players alone. I mean, they got them for dead cheap and they made a huge profit from them. And so I just feel like, especially with my club, we need to go back to how we used to recruit back in the day, you know, where, of course, Ryan is going to come up with the philosophy, and then when we recruit according to that philosophy. We sign players that suit the style of play. We stop signing players like Wan Bissaka who can't control the ball, who can't go forward with the ball. Yes, he's a great 1v1 defender, but other than that, dude, you know when he's on the ball, that's why
but,
teams like pressing him. They know, see this guy, man, like he
but
just
like,
doesn't have fundamentals.
but
Yeah,
like, I feel like he started off nicely because like at Palace I rated him. Okay,
yeah,
cool. Attacking, I always knew like this is going to be an issue. But like, you know what? I mean, as a coach, when you sign a player, obviously you do a SWOT analysis. Okay, what's his
yeah.
strengths? What are his weaknesses? All of that. And if the weakness is attack, you know his strength. I'm like, okay, cool. We'll maintain the strength, but let's work on his weaknesses. He's had what? One. He's had two preseasons. How long has he been there?
He's been there. This is his
Yes.
third season, I think. Yeah, it's his third.
So you know what I'm saying? He's had three preseasons. So surely we should be pointing fingers at the coaching staff, like, oh, James. So you're not going to put this man on crosses to get training, like, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how I would do things, you know, as a coach. Like, where are your weaknesses? Like Ronaldo. I mean, you know, Ronaldo, he wasn't that much. He didn't hit at the ball much, and they worked on that, and boom, there you go. You've got a complete player. So
yeah.
the coaching staff is as much to blame as Wan Bissaka is also for his failures, you know, going forward.
I know that's
But
true.
that is not the answer, bro. Attack, defense. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't feel it, bro. I don't feel it. I must be honest. I don't feel. I don't feel that man, bro.
Who?
Dalo,
Man, Talo is not bad, bro. Castro. I think
but
Nah,
this
dude.
is
Did
Man
you watch the
United,
game
bro.
this weekend?
have you
Did you
seen
watch
him
the
at
game
AC
this past weekend?
Milan? But you see him at AC Milan, bro. At
Yeah,
AC
100%.
Milan,
Milan was hot. It
he
was
was
hot.
looking hella dope. He was giving who's this guy? Is it Theo Hernandez. You see, that's another French player that we could have got for 5 or 50 cents. but no, we let him go to AC Milan. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I think I'm not saying Dalo is great, but I feel like from a fundamental standpoint, he at least suits Ralph's philosophy. He can
Why didn't you
press.
guys? You guys should have went and got Lem Ticho.
Yeah, that's another one that's fire.
Hey,
I love.
that's my right back, dog. Hey,
Yeah,
He's short, man. He moves.
yeah,
He moves.
yeah.
And that time he's in Toana. How old is he? Like 20.
Yeah, it's in one. And it's from your academy, Mike.
I move still. Yo, I think yes, yes. Whenever that man comes across Marcos Alonso, dog, it's always a party, dog.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, it's because he's so fast, bro. Yo, and even his end product, bro. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys saw his assist for what again? For who's this guy? Neo Mopay. Like Lamptey just knows how to ball, man. I also rate Lamptey.
100%.
Not one to rate English players that much, but he's nice. He's nice. He's nice.
I see someone
Yeah.
says here they want Calvin Phillips. What do you guys think? Man
Yeah.
United.
I, I,
I mean, he's decent. I mean, he can ball. I mean, if you can play
see
for
what
Leeds, I feel like you can play.
we're not looking for decent, dog. We're looking for exceptional. And I just feel like in Europe, especially if you go to the thrift shop, which is the Uber Eats League One, you can get yourself quality player. With proper scouting, you can. Leicester have shown us, bro, that you can actually get James in that league. You know, even that Wesley Fofana dude. Remember Wesley Fofana before he got injured? Wesley Fofana was oozing. None of us knew who the hell he was, but he came in and he started balling when he was like 18, 19. You see, so bro, like guys, hey, Uber Eats League for me, guys. That's just me. I'm just biased towards the French because they stayed.
But you guys let go of that guy. What's his name? Is it Zakori or something?
And
The one
Mike
I
Zuma
went to go sign. The one I went to go sign. I think 5 million to Juventus.
at Juventus, bro. Like, listen to that. 5 million euros, not even pounds, bro. And man, this is your team, Mike. It's my team just
Oh,
wants to sign expensive
oh,
players all the time.
oh! That guy from that Basuma guy from Brighton is Nandicho.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's also
Yeah, that one.
He's
He's nice.
nice with it, bro.
yeah. Fire.
I mean, if they charge you 50 million, that's a steal, Joe. You got a player there. Joe.
Yeah,
100%, dog.
but I doubt.
If you had to put him
Yeah,
next to Declan Rice, Busuma would take him.
Yeah,
You
true,
see.
bro.
That's
Yeah,
true,
pretty
dog.
tight,
I
so-
agree with you, bro. Bissouma just knows how to control the midfield. He's like Frank Kessie from AC Milan. That's another player most people like to sleep on. Like that guy knows how to control the midfield from deep, and that's what we like at United. Spectacle Scott McTominay, dog. Like who
I
for
don't know,
me.
man, but I feel makes sense, dog. Like, I see his work, dog. Like, he's a player. Like, there's a player there, dog. Like, I don't think he's Man United good, but, like, there's a player there, dog. Like,
This dude plays centre back for Scotland. That confirms everything that you need to know about him. He's
he was
not
helping his
good.
country out. Like,
And this is Scotland. This ain't Brazil, bro. It's Scotland for crying out loud. And you playing centre back just shows you that you don't have the source, bro. It's just this. United fans, we like hyping up players. We call Luke Shaw, Roberto Carlos. I don't know how he got to that level of being called Roberto
wait,
Carlos.
but there was that season.
Yeah.
I was last season for Luke Shaw was on it, dog. Luke Shaw was online, dog. Like, that season, it was hot, dog.
Dude, the
I
last
was like,
time
yo.
Luke Shaw was fire was when he played for Southampton because he made team of the season when he was 18.
True,
That's the
but like
last.
I saw that version of Shaw, dog, last season, dog.
But for me, I
Shaw was
still
on the
haven't.
move, dog.
No, for me, I still haven't seen it yet. Yeah. And yeah, man, like in closing, did you guys want to add anything, as far
Yeah,
as,
man. Like I
yeah,
said, man, Arsenal's gonna make top four,
yeah.
obviously, because all of these guys you're competing with are gonna fuck it up. I promise. Trust them to me. Yeah. I can't wait to watch Arsenal on Tuesday and Wednesday nights again. Hey, it's been forever.
Is it over a decade now? But
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
no, it
it's been
hasn't.
10
It
years,
hasn't.
ne?
No, it
what?
hasn't. Because Ozil played for us when we were in the Champions League. I think it's just over 5 years. Because
Nah,
we
so
had
this
said
is
no.
since
Think about it.
2015, Joe.
Hey.
Yeah. So
It's 2015. It's 8 years, Joe.
I'm pretty. What's this man saying? This man doesn't respect my club.
Mike, we coming, dog. We coming for your position. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we coming, dog. For
Nah,
top three.
the top three, in fact, yeah, even Chelsea can fuck up, Joe. You don't know. Like, it depends what Tuchel does nice with that starting 11 of his.
Yeah, I
If he's
know.
playing people on merit or basically playing them on price tag.
Yeah, I know you must continue playing them on price tag, dog. You guys must also be in the mix, dog. I want us all to fight out for that top for those two positions.
Maybe I Joe, you never know. Maybe Lukaku might come back Nandi from his trip in Dubai, Joe. You never know. Because you never know, dude. He might
Yeah,
end up proving me wrong because at the end of the day, Fetu, winning a medal changes you as a player. Fetu. You get that confidence.
yeah,
You get that arrogance to you, Fetu. You know what I
But
mean?
like you said,
yeah,
it was just Palmeiras, dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was just Palmeiras, dog.
Fetu, yes, it was just then, but then now you're walking around carrying that title with you, Fetu, with the Club World Cup champions. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Yes, it'll give you that 5% lift in Fetu.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I think like most sports in fit, or it's like in life in fit, it's a confidence game.
yeah.
Once you get that first win in fit, and then you start feeling like you're the shit, you end up performing like you're the shit.
I know that's true, bro. Spot on, my G. Anyway, gents, I see Vale Nilapo. Thank you so much for availing yourself, guys. You know, hope to have you on more often, Kat. I mean, I feel like you pulled the Marcus Rashford today, bro. Like he's playing, scored some race. You know,
No
like I
problem,
know
dog.
you killed it, my G. You killed it. I know,
Yeah,
as
thanks a lot.
always, Mike. You know, you're natural on camera, my G. But anyway, gents, take care. Peace out.
I wait, G.
Peace.